On that hit along the boards. Nope, they're both at full strength.
Skating 5-on-5 with under 4 to play in the first. Good take out of the zone and brought on ahead. They're in deep. A big save made by Berger. Brought on out in a 3-on-2 for Trinity. As it drifts across, it's taken to the backside by Nolan Reed.
Well, we will get a penalty here.
Reed got inside the crease. Or rather, that's Chase Swabek, the junior, who's called for the crease violation. He'll be guided back toward the Trinity bench, and play will come outside the zone. Odd man transition. Trinity loves to break out, but a good job of back checking and getting down low to protect the netminder are the Owensboro defensemen. Face off between Weaver and Boyce. Senior against junior. A junior from Owensboro, one of 8 from Davis County High School. This is Boyce, a hat trick on the season, working with that first line.
Oh, deflection.
It is tapped and just wide as it will revolve and return. Tapped by Kelly. This will skitter to Boyce. Boyce in front, and Carey tried to leave it off. Kelly has moved up to the wing. He's usually on the center line. That backhand chance is denied. As right out in front, Boyce got the pass. It's Carey fed it through a mail slot. Now return, rink wide, and here comes Wiggins on a cross. He'll drop it on back. Taken by Weaver, the assistant captain. Weaves his way to the middle, and salamanders a shot into the catching glove of Blake Berger.
A lot in the last couple of minutes, as you correctly pointed out. It was not a penalty before. It was just an interference in the crease, and there was a stoppage of play. Trinity had a couple of good chances after that. Then quickly the other way, a nice shot going for the 5-hole, but Berger quickly closes it off, and we are still scoreless. Good action at both ends. 2 good chances.
2.5 remaining in the first. This will be icing. Owensboro 12-2-2 in the regular season.
Our spotter here, one Jamison Roberts, tells me that they were offsetting penalties there. So they were actually penalties called. That's why the teams are.
So often in the high school game, you'll see when they go to that offsetting, matching minors, if you will, they'll go to 4-on-4. But in the high school game, it's at the discretion, too, whether when it occurred after the whistle, beforehand, they could play 5-on-5, which they still are now. It sets this scenario as it's brought on ahead out of the faceoff win by Kleisik. Junior had it briefly, and now it's taken by Joey Harmon.
So he did a good job getting back, and looked like it might be a breakaway or close to a breakaway, but they got nothing out of it.
Couture steps down before it's fished out. Reaching for it, then return to the middle. On the carry, Trinity will dash in. Armada serves. Bolds will collect for Owensboro. Off to Couture. Waiting for it is Hutchison. Normally he'll wear jersey number 81 in 17 this afternoon. Offside is the call with just over 90 seconds remaining in the first.
You so aptly described it, though, Neil. After I think the nerves were the big factor early. Owensboro had trouble getting out of their own end for the first minute and a half or so. But since that point, both teams have had good chances. Both goaltenders have made some good stops. Just what you'd expect in a championship game.
2 highly skilled teams. 2 teams that have been there 1-2 all throughout the course of the regular season. There's a look at the Trinity bench.
It's interesting, you are probably, even though I'm doing color, you're the better analyst here, and we'll get to something in a minute because I want to get your thoughts on it.
This is Boyce. Boyce funnels to the front. There's a scatter for it. Chris Kelly in a battle, and then it's rushed out and brought ahead by Harmon. Harmon with wheels, but he's met up well defensively, although they're going to have a delayed penalty upcoming. Interference seems to be the case. As paraphernalia lost behind the net. We'll get the official ruling. Either way, Owensboro will go on their second power play with just over a minute remaining in the first. They are 0 for 1.
My thoughts, Neil, and you can elaborate. Trinity looks like they do more of a traditional dump and chase. They'll throw it in deep, dig, keep digging, keep forechecking. Owensboro relies on some of their star power to try and create some space and let guys take it around defenders, as we just saw that time with Harmon. They get ahead of steam, and they're willing to take on a defender or even two to try and get themselves a scoring chance.
That's a very astute point, Bob. And Joe Harmon is not really your prototypical defensive defenseman, as he slips there but keeps his composure to hold it in. Being with that forwards mentality, the defensemen of Owensboro love to pinch. And both these coaches, even talking with Jim Harmon, his father, did you preach physicality in that game in Eastern? It was very evident, but he said, no, we're more of what I like to call a finesse team. We've ratcheted up our intensity here in this tournament run. And both teams really had their way of it in the quarterfinals before Eastern provided Owensboro with a test in semifinal number 1. 3 first period goals, 1 shorthanded, led the way for Trinity. Under a half minute remaining in the first. A minute and a quarter remaining on Owensboro's second power play. On the take, Weaver trying to get it back to Harmon. He's got a big shot there in the back, but it's returned on a nice carry out by Boyce. Great skater, and one of the reasons he was first team all-league here in 2010-2011. Weaver, last little rush to take it in behind, and it will hold up there. The power play will roll over to period 2. Bagels on the board after the opening 14 minutes. One that saw Trinity come out strong. Owensboro settle in and looking to use the man advantage in their favor. They'll have half of it remaining as we head to the second and step away here on Wazoo Sports. Here at the Owensboro Ice Center in Owensboro, Kentucky. Neil Sika, Bob Valvano, as we get ready to start the second period between the Rampage and Shamrocks in the Kentucky High School Hockey League State Championship. Hello, everyone, and an entertaining first period, to say the very least, Bob, as both teams settled in, and now a power play carrying over for Owensboro to start this second. They're starting to find their rhythm a bit.
No, you talked about it for the fans who are, getting acclimated to the game. It's much like postseason baseball. A first goal in a big game in hockey is huge, and both goaltenders have come up big. They've made some big stops, and now Owensboro again with a chance on the power play. Give them credit. They've managed to stay out of the penalty box. Good discipline, and now Trinity's going to have to kill another penalty. So a very action-packed first period. Pretty even after the initial surge of the Shamrocks.
5-3 shots on goal in that first period in favor of the Rampage. And from what we've been told, there was a charging penalty toward the end of that first period, which will seemingly give Owensboro a 2-man advantage. There you can see their result against the Eastern Eagles in the semifinal. And normally, in most cases, the Zamboni will be out between intermissions. In the case of the league, and as it has been all tournament, they're sticking here at the Ice Center to resurfacing the ice just between periods 2 and 3.
Yeah, getting acclimated to the players in the game. We've got a couple of the top scorers in the league. Joey Harmon's had scored 14 goals in the regular year for Owensboro. And for Trinity, 3 players with 14 goals or more. Daniel Carey, Alex Boyce, and Chris Klosik all had 14 or more. So balanced scoring for the Shamrocks, but their first order of business now to kill this 2-man shorthanded opportunity.
There's 40 seconds of it to which to work 2-man up in personnel for the Rampage. They bring it on ahead. This is Harmon. Will act like a forward even though he's back along that blue line. His shot is blocked and then cleared away. Right now, Harmada, Boyce, and Keen Gleason are out there, the tripod for Trinity.
Boyce, nice job there. Not just an accomplished scorer, but you see right there, blocked the shot and then clears it. And they're trying to get one more player back on the ice here. First order of business.
This is already the 3rd power play with this 2-man advantage now for Owensboro, as that will take fortuitous bounce ahead, and Gleason on the giddy up. He'll get there. stacking the pads down low. It's still free. No whistle. Then it comes in as Keen Gleason, a shorthanded goal last night for Trinity, who allowed 6 power plays to Oldham County. They killed off all of them, but if anything has festered in the early stages here in this championship game, and then yesterday, it's been time in the penalty box. Here's the push away on the shorthanded chance.
Great hustle to come back, because how devastating would that have been to be have a two-man advantage and give up a goal? It's been enough for a shorthanded goal, but 2-man up would have been really devastating for the Rampage.
Back to a quad for the Shamrocks. Now 5-on-4, and Owensboro officially 0 for 2 on the power play. Just a minute in to period number 2, awaiting the game's first goal. Harmon. Off the scaled pass, then Wiggins trying to get there. Hutchison was also in the area before it's returned. At equal ice, Tyler Smith leaks it out. Rink-wide feed, Wiggins waiting for it, settled back. Jack Wise took a bruise on the ankle halfway through that semifinal. He's key to the D-core for Trinity, and he's no way missing this championship game. It's carried on to the front by Wiggins. Got reconnected to the back, but Hutchison can't hold it. Now racing out ahead is Daniel Cleary. Carey will take a shot. It is blockered away by the netminder Griffin Moore.
What a great play that Harmon made down here, right behind the goal. Took it around the defenseman and made a nifty little pass. He created a good scoring opportunity, but still nobody able to break the deadlock here.
Trinity will flatline another Owensboro power play. Now the Rampage 0 for 3. Now look to set up shot. Boyce, heavy rebound off the boards, came out high in that middle portion of the zone. Extends past the slot, then returned out and taken on ahead. 2-on-2, the backhand feed by Mumquist. In front, got tipped and then taken out aside on the deflection. Kreit swerves in deep. Waiting for it is Keen Gleason. Gleason has been keen in many of the penalty kill and defensive situations. He really takes care of his own zone. Kreit dispossessed and then brought on by Ben Harmata. The freshman had 23 points in the regular season. He'll funnel in. Trinity will go for a change. 3 minutes gone in the second. Half-boards battle here. Out of the stalemate, Himes grinding it along with Bo Watts. And then it is deflected and taken on. And here comes Owensboro on the race ahead with the rush. The shot rising high. The rebound. Losing an edge, trying to hold it still in the zone, but then Copeland Soup, the junior, fell. And Trinity able to clear Moley before it's tapped up into the benches.
One thing I've been impressed with early, Neil, is, and obviously with the magnitude of the game, maybe we shouldn't be surprised, but the forwards on both teams, the ability to back check and make a commitment defensively, very hard to find lots of ice with which to work in transition, because the forwards are really getting back and playing some defense.
You've been around sports long enough, and you know that old adage, defense wins championships. And it's hard to do at this level for kids playing high school hockey. They all want to skate forward, show their abilities with the puck, stick handle. But if you can become good at your own zone at this stage, you're going to become a complete player sooner.
Coaches will always find a place for you in any game. They can send you out and know that you're going to defend. They'll find some minutes for you.
Mumquist, Weaver, Rowell, they all have a go at it before